Let's crack down to it, shall we? Episode 28 of Animal Sentai Zyuohger. Hit the intro! It's morphin' time!
Double up.
Alright guys, I know it's the white tiger coin, but this is the only weapon I have to do this. So, episode 28 of Animal Sentai Zyuohger came and went. Next week is Super Sentai's 2000th episode, with episode 28 being its 1999th episode. So this episode pretty much opens up with Bangalore, first off, Mi-chan popping in saying that he saw a parrot, and he's saying, what's with parrots all of a sudden? And Mata and the others were all wondering, curious what he meant by that. And Bangalore was trying to find out memories of the cube whale that we later learn of this mad beast that he's trying to defeat. He then finds some curry on the table. We see a guy sitting on a table just eating some curry. And instantly, I knew it was Marvelous sitting right there. Captain Marvelous sitting on there, being all showy, eating his curry. And that's not all what seems to be the case either. He's also looking for a great legendary treasure on Earth once again. And this time around, it turns out to be the same weapon that Bangladesh trying to find as well. Well, so later on, Zyuohger just came in to fight Bangalore, helping Marvelous to fight Bangalore. Then Bangalore runs off, taking a memory of one of Aim's memories of one of their past monsters and bringing that back to life. Marvelous then ends up following them to find out where it is, and he finds a golden cube from the link cubes that connects the human world with the Zhuland, the human world. And it turns into this weird, like, blaster type laser thing that then this human shows up as a projector called Kratos or Catus, and explain how the creation of Zhuland was made and everything, and how he was originally Zyuohger the whale, how he became Zyuohger the whale, and how this is all connected to him. Bangalore then shows up saying that, you found it, great, thanks. And Marvelous then decides to change, fights everybody, Bangalore, the Zyuohgers and everything, just to take the weapon off their hands. So he does several changes. He changed to Gal Red, then changed into Geki Red, then he changed to Red Buster, and all that, using their exponential changes as well, even using some of their signature techniques. Gal Red using the on the floor pushing attack that Gal Rangers are occasionally remembered for, where their opponent's on the floor and they just go running across and sliding and then pushing them off into like a tree or something. Then at the end, near the end of this mini battle, Bangalore decides to make a giant past monster again. Mi-chan then decides to go into his mech and fight him, while the others want to defeat that other monster that I'm remembered. And then they chased after Bangalore and Marvelous. But then, this is the thing, we then get a battle between Gokai Blue, Gokai Green, Gokai Yellow and Gokai Pink show up to start to hold off the other Zyuohgers and everything. And this is where it becomes hilarious. Okay, becomes hilarious. They started to fight them. Doc took this scene away from me because he is still being Doc as much as I find it funny, where he just goes like being a coward, like that's his fighting style, all being cowardly and just shooting randomly and everything. It just interests me. One thing that I love about this is Guy trying to get the other newer Sentai team's Ranger keys, like from Go Buster to Ninja, because we see him trying to get the Tokuga Ranger keys, and they agreed, and it turns out that it was the little kids from Tokuja that were appearing, because I haven't seen the end of Tokuja, so I don't know if them being older in that series was their imagination, and they returned back being little kids in this series. But that was hilarious. But then it ends with an air battle between Gokai Red as Jetman, Red Jetman, or Jet Eagle, and Zyuohger fighting in the air, trying to get the thing back. And that is the end of the episode. Did I like it? My God, I enjoyed this episode to no end, and I mean I really did enjoy it. To the point where I would rewatch this again by both sub incoming that are well known here online, TV Neon and Overtime subs back to back, because I enjoyed this episode so much. It's literally, it's going to be up there being one of my... It's nice to see the Gokaiders acting like pirates again. Actually acting like pirates. Mainly marvelous. It's nice to see them acting like pirates again. I really enjoyed this episode. This might be one of my favourite Zyuohger episodes out there. And the new Super Sentai Getter, I loved it. Even though I didn't like the pacing of them going through them so quickly, but I enjoyed it. Hopefully if there ends up being a full version, like when it was Gokaija, the pacing's a little bit slowed down, because they have then the whole actual audio track to do the whole thing, and it's not sped up. But I loved the new Getter, and I cannot wait hearing it. One thing I do want to mention, I think there was an audio error in the Gokai change. When Gokai Red changed to Jet Eagle, I think it's Jet Eagle, Jetman Red. I can't remember. Comment down below if you can correct me if it was Jet Eagle or Jetman Red. I can't remember. His Red Eagle. I think it's Red Eagle or Jet Eagle. I cannot remember. And I swear I heard it say Change Man and not Jetman, like in the old Mobaris. But I could be wrong, and the voice just became a little bit more easy. The voice actor for the Mobaris became a bit more prominent in his English pronunciation of words from Jetman, and he actually managed to say Jetman, and it just sounded or came out as Changer Man. But I did think that it was an error of saying Change Man, because I did hear it wrongly. But who knows? Who knows? That I might be the one only picking that up, and I might be wrong on that. But I just think I might have just misheard him saying Change Man over Jetman. But it was nice. This episode, like I said, is great. It was nice again. Like everybody else, the only thing I hate is the Go Buster visors. And unlike the standard black visors, where it doesn't have a lot of reflectivity, so you can see the behind the cameraman and stuff. The Go Buster lenses in visors are the worst visors in history, because they're too reflective, too chromed, too reflective. Because Go Buster Yellow, I could see the cameraman in there. Same when Gokai Red was when Marvelous was Buster Red Buster. It just really annoyed me that I could see that. But minus of those, it was a great episode, and I mean it was a great episode, and I cannot wait for episode 29. I really enjoyed this episode. So stick around, and we'll cut to episode 29 of Animal Sentai Zyuohger, the 200th Super Sentai episode, and we will conclude this whole review with episode 29. So see you then. Bye bye for now. See ya. Let's hit the transition. Let's crack down to episode 29. Right, t-shirt change, reintroduction, but with a eye catch sort of thing to include episode 29th already, the 2000th episode of Super Sentai. Let's crack down with it. Dino Buckler! Okay, so this episode really was really interesting. It was really fun. It continues off last week with Yamato and Marvelous fighting over the whale changer for Yamato from Satus, and everything. So they kept on friend. They then come to the climax where Marvelous shoots him when they were literally both out of commission. But Marvelous got demorphed first, dehensioned first. I'll just use the PR term, so demorphed, and then Marvelous, Yamato was about to go grab the champion treasure, but then saw how badly he wounded Marvelous was, so he went up to help him, but then Marvelous shoots him, in typical Marvelous fashion in these sort of situations, just to see how soft he is, and Yamato rolls on the floor. So that during this time, Mizuho sees a Zhu Lion, Zhu Tiger, Zhu Shark, Zhu Elephant fighting Gokai Yellow, Gokai Green, Gokai Blue, Gokai Pink, and then he goes, there's nobody left to fight with me, and then he does the typical thing, going down in all depression like, and then Guy shows up and pretty much goes, there is somebody who can fight me, and then he goes, wait, don't fight them, but Marvelous says keep them in. But you don't have to do it like this, no. So Guy being his typical Guy, Super Sentai Guy self, Super Sentai Otaku self, they decide to head back to Yamato's uncle's place, and then they mentioned that there were 39 Super Sentai teams before them, and it was the first time I'm hearing about Super Sentai, very confused like, and it was very interesting how they done a quick history lesson about them being, there were 39 Super Sentai teams before them, protecting the Earth that they love so much, and the Gokai just loved them as well. Marvelous gave him the similar speech, just in the Marvelous way. So when Bangley shows up, Marvelous and Yamato started fighting Bangley. Bangley then had a chance to read Marvelous's mind, and Marvelous then shoots him out of the way, and then Bangley summons past villains from previous Sentais. We had the villain from I will say this now, I cannot remember their names. There's a few of them I remember because they really stuck to me. The villains literally did stick to me because they were like my favourite villains. So we had the villain from Shinkenger, Goseija. I think we had War Guilds in this lineup. Can't remember, but then we had Escape and Enter. We had the final villain of Chaos. I think it was Chaos. From Zyuohger. And that's pretty much it. They've been some then. The Zyuohgers noticed that because their tails went up, and the Gokai noticed they had tails and whatnot, and they went off there. Doc contacts Guy about this and gone over to contact Guy, to tell Guy that troubles. So they all came up, and then we see a nice team up change, a modern Gokai change from what they currently look like in this, because there's continuity really, and it was nice and stuff. So we got them, and they all find all these previous villains, and it's nice to see these villains fighting styles again, even though they don't speak. That's what I like about these are memories of these villains, and Bangley I don't think can reproduce speech, but I think they could have included speech, but I think it was cheaper just bringing back the monster suits and then fighting like they are puppets being controlled via Bangley and everything. Then they summoned this new guy called Guskus Gills, I think it was called. Like, he was the combination of all the cosmic emperors, and they defeated him on the Zygac world, and Zingayak world, and everything. He was just a repaint of War Guilds' father. He was literally just a silver repaint of that. I think it was makes it easy, and just gave him a new name, and it was. And then they fought him by using Ranger keys in where the Zoo Cubes would have gone, and they got the power of these Ranger keys were there, and they did attacks from Live Man, Dynaman, and then they did the whole 2000th episode type Gokai change to the 2000th attack with all the symbols of all the past Sentais coming around, and then did I enjoy this? It was okay at best. I did enjoy it. If you watch this as a full-on movie, and I mean, cut out the ending credits from last week's episode, and cut out the opening from this week's episode, and just shoved it together, and you would have a nice flowing movie, because how it continued off yesterday literally would have flown nicer. I recommend if you want to get a nice experience and get this full thing and treat it as a movie, you can watch them in 2 goes and then go straight to episode 29 without seeing the intros and outros from the outro from episode 28 and the intro from 29, because you will then get a nice cohesive story, and you won't miss much in the ending credits anyway of like the full animal things because of how it says you've got 4 boxes this time, so you can still have that at the beginning and use episode 29's box thing. But other than that, this was a great episode. I did like the comedic where they said they forgot somebody and Navi was still at Yamato's uncle's place, and then Yamato uncle was there just going blah blah and goes, check out the 3000th episode to find out what happens to me, pretty much. And it was really great. But I really did enjoy this episode, but like I said, I reviewed it in 2 parts, so you guys get to seamlessly one big review, so you'll get to see this as well. But hopefully you enjoyed this review. I did as well. Comment down below what you liked and didn't like about Zyuohger episode 29, the 2000th episode of the Super Sentai franchise, and everything, because I did really enjoy it. There were some moments I didn't like, but overall it was fun seeing these and all the red Gokai changes, and it was really, really great to see in this again and stuff like that. It was really, really great. Hopefully we continue supporting Super Sentai as much as we can, and hopefully we can be still around for the 3000th episode. Anyway, I've been your host, Kai from Kaizo Take a Corner, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed this week's review of Animal Sentai Zyuohger, the 2000th Super Sentai episode. Like always, you can hit the eye. If I remember to put them up, you can hit that eye at any point of the video to check out the last 3 videos of Super Sentai of the Zyuohger series I have posted, or you can check out the playlist that will be also there as well. If you have Facebook and Twitter, you can find those links down in the video description to follow me on Twitter and my Facebook fan page down in the links down below. And if you've got an anime amino app, you can search Kaizo Take a Corner there as well. And if you want to keep up to date with all my Super Sentai or Tokusatsu reviews that I do weekly as possible, then you can hit that subscribe button and keep up to date with these videos as well as much as possible. And please give a video if you like this video as well. But I've been your host, Kai from Kaizo Take a Corner, and I'm a member of the 00 Club, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.